Many of my clients are also DIY investors. At Jazz, we manage their retirement accounts, but they also have their own individual accounts that they like to use to invest in things that they find interesting. Now, I love this because it keeps them engaged in what the markets are doing. Anytime one of my clients is also investing for themselves, it just makes the process that much more fun. See, unlike the large firms, I have no hidden fees. I have none of those stupid commissions. So the more my clients actually know, the more that I can teach them about the investments in their portfolio, it just benefits everybody. Now, one great advantage to learning how to invest is that the game itself goes on for a lifetime. Investors have years to hone their skills, figure out new strategies. In fact, strategies that were used 20 years ago are still being used today in one form or another. So for you newbies that want to get started investing, I offer you 4 tips. Tip number 1, find a good online brokerage firm and get started. Open your account. Now, you may want to choose one of the larger brokerage firms here because you're going to have a lot of questions. Now, most of the larger companies have a ton of staff ready to help you with all of those general questions, which I promise you, you're going to have. Now, these larger companies, they're going to charge you a little bit more. I mean, just a little bit. It's really not even that big of a deal. But that customer service is really going to pay off in the beginning. To having the ability to call someone at a moment's notice and get help with the research tools, the order entry process, questions on the technology, you're going to have questions. So go with one of the larger ones if you feel that works for you and just get started. Now, most brokerages are going to offer a platform that has virtual trading, or paper trading as some other people call it. And what that means is that you're just able to play the game without risking any of your real money. Now, a lot of people find this kind of controversial because there's the element of you don't have any emotion, right? You're in there, you're placing your trades, you're learning, but there's no emotion because you really don't care if you lose. That doesn't matter in the beginning. Just focus on learning the basics, right? All of the technology, everything that's involved with placing the orders. Worry about that, then you can switch to real money. Things you're going to want to be comfortable with: order entry, your buying power, margin requirement if you choose to go that route, how you're going to find the list of stocks that you want to trade, the overall platform, the technology that's offered to you to trade, to invest. You're also going to want to learn how to place exit orders, whether it's for a loss or for a profit target. And you're also going to want to learn the quotes for the different products and where you can best find the most up-to-date quote. Number 2, learn all of the products that are available to you. Now, most people know that you can buy stocks. Some people know you can buy ETFs, but there's actually quite a few other products that you can choose from. Options are really popular right now. That may be something you want to look into. The bottom line, learn a little bit about every product that's available. This will include things like individual indices, options, as we mentioned, futures, that's a little more complicated, but that's one. Currencies, you can trade the dollar, the euro, the yen, things like that. There's a lot of different products, and by learning a little bit of each one, you're going to figure out what you like best. Think of a doctor. They learn all about medicine in school, and then at some point they're asked to specialize, or they find what they like the best. So while they have a broad knowledge of medicine, they may be interested in internal medicine or some kind of surgery or children's pediatrics, stuff like that. The markets are the same. Learn about the general market, and then you can learn to specialize from there with the products that you might be interested in. Number 3, the fun part. Learn as many strategies as you can. Everyone thinks they have a way to beat the market, and they have a strategy for doing it. Learn about all of them. Find out what other people are doing. Some people like to buy stocks that have moved to new highs, while other people will only buy stocks if they drop 10% or more. Some people buy right before a company reports their earnings, while other people just buy for dividends. None of this is wrong. It's just to build that base of knowledge, again, so you can start to figure out what it is that you like to do. Now, there's many great books out there if you can find a bookstore that sells books these days, but actually, YouTube is a great place as well, and there's plenty of other online sites that will help you with just general topics and people that offer their own strategies. Now, be careful here. You're not looking for a winning strategy. You're not even looking for the best strategy out there. You're just trying to learn a little bit about how people approach the markets. Just like anything else there. If you built a house, everyone has their own approach, but we're all building a house, right? It's that concept. Okay, that brings us to the 4th tip for new investors. That's to find a mentor. Look, when you learn to play a musical instrument, you go hire an instructor, or you find a friend that knows how to play that instrument. It helps speed up the learning process. Now, lucky for you, I myself have been trading for my family and for my friends for the last 10 years, so I might be a great place to start. I'm always available to help. But ask around a little bit. I'm sure you'll find somebody that has some experience with the markets. You don't necessarily have to do what they do, just listen. Let them talk about the good and probably a little bit of the bad as well. Now, if you can't find anybody, there's many great online schools that are set up just to teach you about the markets. And actually nowadays there's a lot of individuals who set up their own websites and they teach you about their strategies as well. Just be careful about cost here. There's no need to spend thousands of dollars to learn about the markets, and they'll try to convince you that you have to spend the money to learn, otherwise you're going to spend the money losing money while you learn. Not true. You don't have to spend a lot. You could buy a $20 book. You could also join a site for $100 and learn a lot. Well, there you have it. I hope that was helpful and you're eager to get started investing. Hey, on our website, jazzwealth.com, we have tons of other videos more towards the retirement space, but if it helps you out, check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. Also, if you have an IRA or any type of retirement account, go ahead, give me a call. That's what we do here. Well, until next time, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, or contact me directly at